Adrienne?
Thank you, Mitch. Norfolk Southern CEO says the rail company is committed to the residents of East Palestine, Ohio, while being grilled again on Capitol Hill Wednesday. Now, both sides of the aisle giving him the third degree about last month's train derailment. Joe Khalil is joining us right now from Washington with more on the hearing and the commitment the railroad company has made. Joe.
Yeah, Adrienne, another tough hearing focused on that derailment in East Palestine. So we heard from a mother who lives in East Palestine talking about how she's concerned for the long-term health of her family and, frankly, of her community. And we also heard again from the CEO of Norfolk Southern, Alan Shaw, about the things that his company is doing right now to try and help East Palestine recover and commitments and promises that he is making that they will do moving forward. And we're going to hold him accountable to that, as our lawmakers here, they say they're going to. So I want to put up on your screen some of the things he was talking about yesterday and the commitments that he has made to East Palestine. One is that he says they're right now still working with the EPA to fund and to help the cleanup effort, still happening, ongoing as we speak. He also says Norfolk Southern has invested $24 million already and that more is coming. Families, first responders, and cleanup will be the recipients of that. Now, in the future, he promised that in the near term, they're going to develop long-term medical compensation funds for all of the medical issues that people may be experiencing as a result of this. And he promised to create a property value insurance program. We've heard a lot of people in East Palestine worry about the value of their homes. How are they going to sell their homes? Who's going to move into East Palestine? All very valid concerns here. And I want you to listen to Misty Allen. This is the mother that we had heard from earlier that we just referenced. Her worry that economically and just in terms of health-wise, her community may never recover.
When burned, these chemicals never go away. Chemicals such as dioxins, which are not safe at any level and cause damage that may not show up for years. 2 days later, our government told us it was safe to come home. But is it safe? People and animals in my community are sick.
Another powerful moment, she talked about how there are mental health concerns as well. Her 7-year-old son coming to her asking if he was going to die by staying in East Palestine. When you hear that from a child, really shaking, Adrienne. I also just want to mention that senators are pressing the CEO, Alan Shaw, trying to get him to commit to supporting their safety bill, their rail safety bill. They hope that it may prevent another derailment from happening. So far, Norfolk Southern not getting behind it. They say they can support some things in that bill, but lawmakers here are going to keep pressing them to actually try and get behind that bill and endorse it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.